Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but it explodes. Offense, big game.
Boy, after all the build-up and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Broncos hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
And the Broncos will try to keep this drive moving. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Lyons. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, West Virginia.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback operating an empty set. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Finally brought down at the 7. Sets up a 1st and goal here.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And he'll set up to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4th. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the BAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Physical run, breaking tackles. And the return man steps out at the 28. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Broncos come to a line in a hurry-up. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
Virginia 7, Boise State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Linebacker shifting around now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The Mountaineers are in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the Mountaineers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback still with the football. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal upcoming. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Boise State.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
A field goal would make this a 2-score game, but they elect to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Jennings. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Boise State offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pass rush closing in. And the Broncos will send their punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And the Mountaineers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Looking to throw it on first down. Snags the quick throw. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, West Virginia. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty mark. So let's check out that. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Broncos will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Just pounding away for another big game. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. You know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the route is on. Well, they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Broncos will crank up the tempo.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he'll drop back here on third down. With the catch, it's Jennings. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And now the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made. The Broncos are looking to keep this drive going.
You call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw.
It's a fumble. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been a disaster.
The ball is on the ground, but this running back has got to be elated that somehow he's able to get it back. I'll tell you who else is elated. Play caller and his head coach on the sideline.
Second down after that previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Broncos tussle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion sets up a second down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing,